Remember the days when a phone ringing meant someone was actually calling your house, not just buzzing in your pocket. It wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a lifetime. Back then, our lives moved at a different pace. We weren't constantly interrupted by notifications or the urge to check our phones. Life was simpler. Mornings were for quiet coffee and newspapers, no scrolling through social media before getting out of bed. We talked to our families over breakfast. Remember breakfast? We were more present, more aware of our surroundings. Evenings were a time to unwind. We read books, played board games, or just talked. Can you imagine? Face-to-face conversations with the people we loved without distractions. It was a different time, a time many of us have forgotten. Without cell phones, we wrote letters, real letters with pen and paper. Remember those? We poured our hearts out onto the page, sharing news, secrets, and dreams. It was slow communication, but it was meaningful. We'd eagerly await the postman's arrival, hoping for a letter from a loved one. The anticipation was part of the charm. Each letter was a treasure, something to be savored and reread. These letters were tangible connections, physical reminders of the people we cared about. They told stories, not just through words, but through the feel of the paper and the style of the handwriting. They were personal, intimate, a lost art in today's digital world. Before cell phones, phone calls were an event. We made plans and stuck to them. No last-minute texting or cancelling. If you told someone you'd call at 7 p.m, you did. The anticipation was palpable, waiting for the phone to ring at the appointed hour. Hearing the other person's voice was a thrill, a genuine connection. We listened intently, engaged in the conversation. Phone calls were precious. They were how we stayed connected over distances, how we shared important news or just caught up with friends and family. It was a different kind of communication, slower perhaps, but more meaningful. Life before cell phones meant entertaining ourselves. Imagine that. We read books. Lots of them. We got lost in stories and adventures. We learned new things. We weren't glued to screens all day. We went outside, played games in the park, rode bikes, explored our neighborhoods. Remember the feeling of the sun on our skin and the wind in our hair? We were active, engaged with the world around us. Family time was sacred. We ate dinner together at the table, talked about our day, played board games or cards. We connected with each other, built lasting memories. It was a simpler time, a time of genuine human interaction. Section 5. The joy of unscheduled gatherings. Without cell phones, spontaneity thrived. We bumped into friends on the street, started impromptu conversations, shared laughter and stories. Life was full of these chance encounters. Neighborhoods felt like communities. We knew our neighbors. We stopped to chat on the sidewalk, shared news and gossip, looked out for each other. There was a sense of belonging. These unplanned moments were precious. They reminded us that life is about connection, about sharing experiences with others. It was a time when we were more present in our communities, more in tune with the rhythm of life around us. Section 6. Socializing without a screen in sight. Social gatherings were different then. We talked, we listened, we were fully present in the moment. No hiding behind our phones or scrolling through social media. It was refreshing. Eye contact was the norm, not an awkward rarity. We read each other's body language. We picked up on subtle cues. Our social skills were sharper, more intuitive. We were more attuned to the people around us, more empathetic, more understanding. It was a time for genuine human connection, a far cry from today's digital interactions. Section 7. The digital age, a double-edged sword. Now, our world is different. Cell phones are ubiquitous. They connect us in ways we never thought possible. We have access to information at our fingertips. We can communicate with anyone, anywhere, anytime. But this connectivity comes at a price. We're tethered to our devices, constantly bombarded with notifications. Our attention spans have dwindled. We're losing the ability to be present in the moment. We've traded genuine connection for digital likes and followers. We're more isolated than ever, despite being constantly connected. It's a paradox of the digital age. Section 8. Reclaiming our lives from the digital grip. Have we lost something valuable in our pursuit of constant connectivity? Something essential to our well-being, perhaps? But it's not too late to reclaim our lives from the digital grip. We can start by setting boundaries, designating phone-free zones or times, putting down our devices and engaging with the world around us. It takes conscious effort, but it's worth it. We need to rediscover the joy of being present, of connecting with others face to face, of experiencing life without the distraction of a screen. It's time to find balance. Section 9. Finding balance in a connected world. Technology isn't inherently bad, it has its place, but we need to be mindful of its impact on our lives. We need to use it consciously, not let it use us. It's about finding balance, embracing the convenience of technology without sacrificing our humanity. We can still enjoy the benefits of a connected world, but let's not forget the simple pleasures of life before cell phones. Let's rediscover the joy of a handwritten letter, the anticipation of a phone call, the magic of an unscheduled gathering. Let's reclaim our time, our attention, our lives.